Mine, just go and search for that one. It's now 20 minutes away from 9.
Thank you. You have taken the first step towards supporting the All Blacks in the great battle of 2011. It is New Zealanders like you that made me proud to call myself a Kiwi.
Well, unless you've been under a rock, you should have heard of this big brouhaha that's broken out about a new campaign from Telecom surrounding the All Blacks in the Rugby World Cup. Though I'm not sure we're allowed to mention the Rugby World Cup.
The Rugby World Cup.
When it comes, this is all this.
We'll mention the major sporting event that's coming to New Zealand in
that's
September.
right.
Should we call it that?
Yeah.
Ode.
They are encouraging New Zealanders to abstain from sex from what, now until the World Cup, or just during the World Cup?
I think from now on. Was it crouch, pause, don't engage, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Vaughn Davis, social media, advertising and aeroplanes, tgf.co.nz, has come on in to talk about this and a whole lot more. Every brand wants to be aligned with the All Blacks or the Cup, and they're trying all kinds of weird, creative ways of doing it. Yeah, even the Prime Minister has weighed in on this one.
Yeah, the Prime Minister's weighing in on a lot of things recently. He's got an opinion on the Adidas jumper. He's got an opinion on this. I struggled to understand what his quote in the Herald this morning actually meant. I read it a few times, so maybe it takes more study.
Yeah,
but it's not enough to do an ad anymore. You've got to start a movement, and that's what Saatchi's and Telecom have tried to do. And Box 1 was ticked, they got front page coverage on the front of the Herald yesterday, but then it just seems to have gone downhill since then.
Yes.
Interestingly, the ad hasn't even released yet, and we're all
talking about it.
And not that many people have seen it. How many views were on that YouTube channel?
Well, not too many, because it's not currently a public video, which is kind of weird. If you search for it, you wouldn't be able to find it.
Yes, it's sort of sneaky. It was about 11,000 or something, did we say?
No, 5,500.
5,500 people have seen this ad, and everyone has an opinion.
But it's front page news this morning. Whether or not the All Blacks actually support this campaign. Some of the imagery is a bit unusual.
Towing the Trojan, and then Fitzy driving the great pink fist of doom, which is kind of wacky. Are you allowed to say fisting on breakfast radio? I don't know. Sean Fitzpatrick.
So obviously they have had the buy-in from
him. Yeah, they've had this signed off at the highest level.
I
saw the Telecom guy on Campbell last night, and he was saying, it went past the rugby union and they tick. But I suppose when Telecom's paying the bills, in the same way that you find the rugby union had nothing bad to say about the price of the Adidas jersey last week either. They'll have nothing bad to say about this ad, but other people haven't they?
Yeah, already before the ad's even released. We've got alternative campaigns.
In New Zealand, POW, Abstinence. We're rooting for the All Blacks, which is quick and dirty and a nice piece of work. TUI. Now this is interesting to me, as an ad guy, because TUI lives at the same ad agency as Telecom. So this is the guys. This is the guys down the other end of the room doing an ad, taking the piss out of the boys who did the Telecom one. I can't read what's the headline say from here?
Telecom are all about New Zealanders connecting. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's wacky. I mean, this came up on TUI's Facebook feed, so I'm guessing it was probably crowdsourced from a TUI fan, but it's been posted on the TUI page.
Yeah.
And then in Moa Beer wades in with
Moa have got to have a piece of it as well. They've come through with something called Slip Through the Gap and Score, and a couple of a condom pack.
So there's no other word for it, really.
So they're advocating lots of sex. In fact, I don't know. This is, it's Moa, so it's got so it's always going to be edgy, but. What they're saying is that predict how much Dan Carter is going to score throughout the World Cup, and if it's 64 points, then you have to match him with 64 scores.
Excellent.
I don't know. Beer and sex, it's riding a fine line.
It is treating a fine line, and have a good look at that online today, because you might not see it.
For much longer at all. Yeah. All right, moving on.
But there's been some interesting response ads going on, and a lot of topical advertising going on in the last few days. We saw Tuatara Beer, sticking with the beer, did a pretty nice thing. They in response to the black jersey brouhaha.
Yes,
there's a word. Ran this in the New Zealand Herald. Gee, this is going to reproduce badly on video, but. You can even see look. There's me in a black jersey.
Ah, right. So the whole page is
The whole
is a
page
jersey.
is the ad. You fold it down, and away you go.
God, that's a lot of ink.
That is a lot of ink and a lot of
Newspaper
money.
ink, yeah.
Although they would have got a deal. The other topical thing to this, of course, is it came about a week after the newspaper Ad of the Year awards. So every agency in town was going, "Oh, geez, we've got to win that next year. There's a $10,000 cash prize." So you can guarantee this will be entered. And then Barnes Catmer and friends, another Auckland agency, produced a snow response ad. It was very quick. It's very timely. I don't know. It's topical. I don't know if it's the greatest ad in the world, but it's pretty cool. Ponsonby Road open, K Road open, Parnell Rise open.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a play on the Skifield Road stuff.
It's almost a play on that billboard for what was it, Fiji, saying the temperature in Fiji is, during the New Zealand winter.
Yeah, I suppose.
Kind of that.
I suppose it's from the same crowd.
Is it?
It's from the same crowd. I mean, I like that Fiji billboard was great. I liked that. So we'll see a bit more of that, I would think.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Moving on. What do you want to move on to? Want to move on to, should we go flying?
Yes, let's go flying.
Let's go flying. And let's talk, you've got the topical news of the day 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
French film fans will be thrilled to know that it's not just New Zealand netball coaches' sons who piss on aeroplanes. It's Gérard Depardieu. He let one out and pee-peed all over the floor of a...
Gosh, this is like a new fad that's breaking out on
well, you had
around
planking,
the world.
then owling, then what was the other one? Leisure diving. Did you see leisure diving? We should talk about leisure diving sometime. And now it's mile-high pee-pee. So, Gérard Depardieu.
The pisser.
Yeah, the pisser. You got to photograph yourself doing it. So Gérard Depardieu, he let loose in the aisle. And CityJet, is it CityJet?
Yeah, CityJet.
Yeah, CityJet.
Is this the CityJet official Twitter handle?
Yeah, that's their official feed.
Okay.
As you may have seen on the news, we are busy mopping the floor of one of our planes this morning.
Well, there's a bit of humour from...
Yeah, the budget carries into that.
Okay,
It's a bit of fun, and then they follow up tweet to remind people they do actually have toilets. But I believe the big guy let go because the fasten seatbelt signs wasn't released in time for his bladder to release.
Yeah.
But it's quite a carnal theme this morning. Moving on to Cathay Pacific, I'm quite excited about this because I'm flying Cathay Pacific next week.
Oh,
not in the aptly named cockpit, but hopefully not too far away. And these days on a flight, you're lucky to get a movie and a meal. But Cathay Pacific, hoo-ha! Certainly, if you're wearing your pilot's uniform.
So what happened on this Cathay Pacific flight?
Well, it may not have been a flight. We've got one of those wacky Chinese animation recreations, which were made famous with the Tiger Wood, wife chasing or chasing by the wife incident. Showing the hostie coming on the flight deck, the captain, discreetly leaving the co-pilot. I love the way the co-pilot gives a wee nod. Yes, you may fillet me, and then away she goes.
Basically, some
couple of candid photos,
lewd things going on a Cathay Pacific flight. It may have been on the ground or it may have been in the air, but anyway, the word has got out because
good old social media. It was all on the phone and all got spread around. So take hold of the joystick. Interestingly, one of the many impacts for Cathay Pacific has been that a planned advertising campaign called Go the Extra Mile to Make You Feel Special has been pulled. Well, that's not the only thing that's been pulled, but the advertising campaign has as well. A lot of fun on YouTube this morning, and this is a cheap shot. You can make fun about contextual advertising all you want. When I found the YouTube video, the pre-roll was for a Disney series I'd never heard of called Guess How Much I Love You, and it was all bouncing bunnies, bouncy, 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 bouncy. Guess how much I love you. Well, the answer is I love you enough to come onto the flight deck. And
that's something that YouTube or anyone who's advertising, I suppose, on videos needs to watch. So that this Disney pre-roll was aligned with the video titled Mile High Club Cathay Pacific Flight Attendant Gives Pilot Oral Sex.
Yeah, I'm not sure which keywords the Disney ad buy went for there. It's a club. I don't know, Mickey Mouse Club. I can't think of another link.
Yeah, so we've covered off advertising, a little bit of social media in there with the spreading of the of the pictures.
Spreading of the pictures.
And finally, a little bit more aeroplane stuff. The brand new Cessna.
Yeah, the brand new Cessna. But I mean, I don't know if this was Top Gear would be ribbing this thing. This is the first Cessna, the first brand new Cessna to be designed since 1965, which is astonishing. All the light aeroplane designs have pretty much been frozen in time. They've just been updating and changing out the electronics and the engines and things. It's as if we're all driving around in Morris Minors still, except with digital displays. But
when it's a good design, it's a good design.
Yeah, that's true. But there's a big, there's cost implication as well. But
I'm sure if they were cost effective, everyone would still be flying Spitfires, wouldn't they?
I suppose they would. Tally ho. But Cessna's brought out this frankly ugly little chipmunk-faced thing called the Cessna 162, which is, I guess, trying to tell you it's a big Cessna 152, the standard trainer. It's lighter. It's got electronics in it. It's a lot of plastic in there. But gee, it looks ugly. It just looks like I don't know. It looks like it's trying to eat too many lollies at the same time. The front end of it's all sort of bulged. The tail looks a little bit like a tadpole.
Yeah. You like your retro styles.
What's that?
You like your retro aeroplanes.
I do like my retro aeroplane styles. And this damn thing, it's a Honda City with wings, and it cost $180,000. Maybe it's a cost-effective training proposition, but gee, my aeroplanes look like an aeroplane, not like I don't know, not like something came out of the cornflakes packet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Thumbs down.
Okay, thumbs down.
We need a cool wall. It doesn't belong on the cool wall.
Yeah, we should put one of these up in the studio.
Yeah,
cool wall.
One airplane
cool wall. In the meantime, though, you can continue the discussion and see more advertising, social media, and aeroplanes over at tgf.co.nz, as well as this as a video once more. Thanks, Vaughn.
Thank you.